our numbers are growing. Robert is looks like he's got a bald head too.
So yes, go Wild Baldos. Let our shiny dome shine on.
Yes, shine on.
Let it shine. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, we're live.
Good. Now they know about our plans of world domination.
Okay, somebody
I don't think they're very much.
Oh, is that me? Yes,
it might
me.
be.
My fault.
Yeah.
My fault. Because I had it playing in the background. I didn't realize we started already.
So I want to set a boom mic on fire.
No, just mail it out to me. I can make use of it.
I'm actually borrowing it from a friend, so I think I know why he would let me borrow it because it's pissing me off. I might just make him come over and fix it.
There you go. Blame it on him. Tell him
Leroy Jenkins, come fix it.
Leroy Jenkins.
Well, his name is actually Leroy, and it's easier to yell Leroy Jenkins because I'm making him dress up like that for an anime convention.
Was he really the guy behind Leroy Jenkins?
No.
Okay.
He's the person I'm referring to is the person behind the Twitch user Bowgrave.
Okay.
He plays video games on Twitch.
I have no idea who that is. But I love that video. I love that video. He's AFK and they work out this complex plan, and then he comes back on. He's all right, thumbs up, let's do this. Leroy.
And like, did he just run in? Oh crap, abort!
And then they run in, they just get slaughtered.
Oh, he did not realize that was going to end up becoming the biggest meme and making him an actual famous person in World of Warcraft. Because now his character's staple.
There is a theory that was all staged. So
it could.
I don't know. I don't know the exact truth. I don't know anybody who was involved in that. So my guess is as good as anyone else's.
Well, if it was staged, then he didn't realize that stage fun video was gonna make him a household name when it came to World of Warcraft.
Because I think they were all in the same guild or something, and some people have said that it was a joke, and that they did that just for the hell of it, and then it just sort of took off, and they didn't realize it was going to be so popular. And then some people are saying that no, it actually happened, and so I don't know.
Whichever way the legend happened, it became legend.
Exactly. Yes. And Leroy Jenkins, with all kinds of various spellings, names have been spawned for every MMO ever since.
Yep. And we're building Leroy Jenkins armor. I'm in the middle of sewing his stupid freaking thingy. And when I order his badge for con, it's going to have his normal name on there, and then it's going to have Leroy Jenkins.
Aha.
I already talked to my boss, and he already told me that we're going to make his badge special just because I'm stuck already working in Red Staff where I have to print those to begin with. So
So he gets a special one. Cool.
Yep.
Put him out in the front.
Yeah, we plan to. He's the tank. He's supposed to take all the hits.
Exactly right. So sorry about that, folks. We were having technical difficulties. Actually, I wasn't having technical difficulties.
I was.
Loki's mic decided not to work for us, so we were trying to figure it out. Or actually, Matt was trying to figure out. I was, quietly standing by, giving emotional support.
And I was wondering about setting it on fire.
Logan was giving us the reassuring nods of this is idiotic.
No, I was there for you. I was rooting for you in my own quiet little out of sight, out of mind way. I was rooting for you.
Well, I did send the thing early so you guys could maybe help me, but no, neither of you trust that. Check your Twitters.
I was having a cigarette.
Are we supposed to be checking our Twitters every 5 minutes, Loki?
No, I don't.
I
Besides, my
check
phone
my
yells at
Twitter
me.
twice a week.
You know,
Only
you
when it
could
yells at
have
me.
sent me a text message.
Forgot about that.
But
I
no, we have
forget
to like sit there. Is anything on Twitter? Is anything on Twitter? Is Loki trying to contact me on Twitter?
Fuck you guys.
Oh wait, I better go back to Twitter. I haven't checked it in 5 minutes.
I fucking hate you guys. I can't say the
I used
hate
to
with a
work with
straight
us.
face with you too.
It's all right. It's not no big
Oh.
deal. Nothing's happening. No fires got started. Nobody lost a limb. We're all still alive.
Yet.
It's okay. Yeah, yet. Yeah, nobody's lost a limb yet. That is one thing we can say about our show. No one has lost a limb yet.
Of course, we're not a prank channel.
Okay, so we can't, can't say anything about the future, but so far we've had a zero limbs lost.
0 limb lost. All we have is evil scratches from bunnies and a cat that doesn't understand personal space.
I don't think any cat understands personal space.
No. Especially when
It's
they're
a
like,
little out of there.
especially when they're like, "Oh, you're in the bathroom? I have to be in there too."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, my phone may die. I don't care.
Are you on your computer or on the phone?
No, I was going to turn off the sound on my phone and clearing everything out, and I'm like, "Oh, it's at 6%. I don't care because I don't want to find the charger."
Oh, okay. I have a charger on my computer that I can use if I had to.
I did too, but I had to swap the charger on my computer out for the one in the bedroom because my one in the room has a short in it. So we're down another charging cable, and we're like, okay, we'll just go pick one up for like $2.
Yeah, 21st century problems.
Right?
First world
First
issues.
world 21st century problem.
Mic's not working, phone's dying. Next thing you know, something's gonna break or catch on fire in my house.
Yeah. And to think there's people in the world trying to figure out how they're going to eat.
I know, shit. We're horrible.
My girlfriend's complaining about we have nothing to eat when we have lots of cheap stuff. I'm getting sick of noodles, and then she complains about being sick of rice, and then sick and tired of chicken, and sick and tired of that. It's like, eat. There are kids all over the world. There are kids all over the world that are literally dying for this food.
I will fully admit.
You can try.
Careful, man. She might. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
I think there might be. Okay, I don't see Cece. You can say it. There's no children present.
No, I was going to say, look out. She might eat you.
I eat her more often.
Okay. Hey, you could eat each other, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it.
What are we, mantises now?
Oh fuck. No, at least you're not trying weird experimental meat like we are. We have beefalo instead of buffalo or beef. We have the hybrid breed of them.
What the hell?
It's when a female cow and a male buffalo, or the other way around, I don't fucking know, have a baby, and they kill that baby for food.
If it was the other way around, it would still be the same thing.
Yeah, I just don't know which way it picks up easily and works. But it actually tastes really good in a soup, and it has less fat and less grease, so it's more meat and less of the fatty bits.
Okay.
So it's a lot more tender.
So what do you get it like ground or is it
I
like
get
in a steak?
I got the ground stuff because
Okay.
the steak loins, the loins for it or the roast. The loins are $28 a pound,
Wow.
and the roast is $15 a pound. Ground
Wow.
is only $7 a pound, so we
Right.
decided to get it in ground. So,
Mhm.
but then again, we decided to shop at a freaking healthy food store bullshit because it's Chuck's Produce and they have an open salad bar, which is awesome.
I just go to Safeway.
Normally we go to Winco, but Winco lately, I'm not trusting any ground meat products from them after Soren got food poisoning.
That doesn't sound good.
We don't know if it was from the cheese or if it was from the ground sausage. So we're going to end up just for meat products going to the butchers or going to Chuck's Produce. So
Wow.
but the butchers takes food stamps.
Mm-hmm. Do you actually have food stamps or have a food card nowadays?
It's a card now,
Okay.
and it has the Snap Cash. And if I chose to, I could actually have my paycheck deposited on there
Oh,
if I
okay.
didn't have a bank account. They've gone really high tech with it, and again, when we went in there to see if we qualified, they looked at how much we made, looked at the fact that we worked for the state and were part-timers for the school, laughed at us and said, "Oh, honey, you get the full amount. We're sorry."
Nice. Now, are you and Soren considered to be a domestic couple or
No.
married? No. Okay, so you're still considered to be what, like a single family or single person?
I'm still considered single because of the fact of where we work.
Oh, okay.
If we were domestic couple, one of us would have to switch to swing shift.
Oh,
And
okay.
right now, neither of us can afford this, but Soren did just get done with their first full-time interview.
Oh, but that actually is
If
kind
they
of
make
nice
it to round
because
2,
yeah, because you could sign up for aid for yourself, and then Soren can sign up for aid for themselves.
that's kind of what we did.
Nice. Oh, so
I
that
get
actually,
about I get
so
about
that-
200 a month. They get about 200 a month, and we're able to fill our cupboards and our fridge, and then any access, we get some stuff and we give it to either friends or a food pantry.
yeah. So it probably actually works out to more.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
I have to wait until next summer to try for food stamps again.
Oh, you didn't qualify?
They told me not last summer, but the summer before, I made 1 month over $1,300. And here, if you make over a certain amount, they cut you off immediately.
Mm-hmm. But
And
wow,
that was just 1 month. And then they said I couldn't reapply for another 3 years.
that's ridiculous. That's crazy.
That is really weird because with us, if I make over 25 a month, well, 2,500 a month, then I get cut off.
Right.
If 1 month I get, say like with Winter Group, I get over 1,200. So just that a month. I don't have to report it. I don't have to report it unless it's over 25.
Yeah, but 3 years, that seems like an awful long time to not be eligible for benefits.
Ours is a
Yeah,
really
it's what's going on here in Wisconsin. Our governor's trying to get rid of food stamps and Social Security benefits, not for the elderly and retirements,
Disabled. Yeah.
just, you know, disabilities, because a lot of people are taking advantage of it here in Wisconsin. And then a lot of people are also taking advantage of the food stamps as well, and it's hurting everybody else.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that still seems really extreme to me.
Yeah, I mean,
thought that
with
would be
us, yeah, with us it's 3 months,
Mhm.
and then you can
Yeah.
reapply.
That's what
Yeah.
it used to be here.
Yeah, because 3 years is just too long. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, I understand the thing people say people take advantage of welfare, but if you're taking advantage of welfare, you're not living a good life. I'm just gonna tell you.
No, you're not.
No.
You know, whatever you get for food stamps. I mean, you have that amount for food stamps, and then you have, you know, whatever else from Social Security. I mean, you're not exactly like driving around in a Lincoln car, owning a home. I mean, come on, you're not taking advantage of a lot. You probably do much better if you got a minimum wage job. So whenever I hear people talking about people abusing welfare, I'm like, that's like it's ridiculous. It's like people taking advantage of a tricycle. It's like, you know, go ahead, ride a tricycle if you want to, but you could actually ride a bike or have a car, for God's sake.
I mean, I know people who you look at and go, you can totally work. Why aren't you working?
Right.
And then it's like, I can understand that, but there was very few times, like even in Washington, I've maybe met 2 people who, one person, she had no choice, and she wasn't even getting disability. She had housing and food stamps, and that's all she qualified for. They would not pay any of her bills, which was kind of hard. So, and then the other person she wants to kick her husband in the face. I work with her, and he just doesn't want to work because he claims to be a disabled vet, but he's not getting anything for it.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, most people who apply for benefits, there's reasons for it. Like they're looking for work and they're just not getting hired, or they're, you know, living off of Social Security or SSDI or any of the other number of things. So I mean, it's not like, you know, anyhow, it's just whenever people say people abusing welfare, it's like, I always just like wonder, like, so. But anyhow.
Yeah, it confuses me a little bit. So I can see the people who are getting $400 or $500 in food stamps as abusing it, unless they have foster kids and they're taking care of them.
Or kids themselves, because my kid's mom get like $600, but she also has 4 kids.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is
so
understandable.
I mean, and she works a full-time minimum wage job at the same time. So, you know, when you're actually working, yeah, I don't have a problem with you using benefits.
Right.
But if you're just going to be sitting on your ass all day long for work, like if you're not in the job and you're on food stamps, just find work. just find work.
Yeah, and then
Do
there's some
something.
people who and then there's some people who are like seasonal workers, you know.
Exactly.
And so they'll have seasonal work, but it's like there's times when they will be working and times when they won't be working. And so I mean that's kind of nice. I don't know. I mean, it's just there's welfare has its benefits. And yes, there are people who are abusing it, but I don't necessarily think they're abusing as much as it is they're just, I mean, if they're choosing to live at that level of life, then, you know, that's their business. I mean, they could be doing a lot better for themselves if they wanted to. So, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think, if you think about all the other money that the government spends on ridiculous things, I mean, it's not that the budget goes to welfare is small.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest splurge we ever do when it comes to food or whatever. We actually, while we were shopping, I noticed they had mahi tuna on sale for like $2 a pound. I was able to get Soren quite a bit of it. I can't eat it; it'll kill me. I'm allergic to tuna, but they can eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And $2 a pound for tuna or any kind of wild caught fish. Oh hell yeah!
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at it, like some of the complaints are like, they're buying these expensive seafood dishes, they're buying this and that. It's like, so what if you splurge once? It's
Well,
not like you're spending the entirety of it on lobster and steak.
right, exactly. You could spend it on lobster and steak and eat for like maybe a couple of days, or you could be smart about it and buy staples like like ground beef and chicken and rice and beans and stuff like that. It's gonna last you a month. That's up to
Yep.
you. You know what I mean? If you want to live high in the hog for like the first week of your benefits and then starve for the other remaining weeks, that's up to you. If you want to be stupid about it.
Yeah. I mean, my cupboard is full of hamburger helper stuff because it's
Right.
cheap and easy to make.
Exactly.
But then I do have the fresh stuff in my fridge. I mean, I get eggs, I get milk, I have meat in the freezer. I mean, I buy bulk packages of meat, break them up, and like I can buy a pack of 20 pork chops. That can last half the month for 2 people. But we're also smart about what we eat, and we don't eat a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bulk shopper. I'm not gonna lie. I have a Costco card.
Right.
But then again, I'm a broke witch.
Yeah, my girlfriend
$10 an hour.
Yeah, my girlfriend has a Costco account, so every so often she'll buy me like a big huge thing of usually like toilet paper or paper towels or something like that. It lasts me for like half a year.
That's the one thing we run out of quickly is paper towels and toilet paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Realize how much you need that as an adult until you have to buy it your damn self.
Yep.
Fuck food. Run out
And
of
when you
toilet
run
paper.
out, you can just go to the gas station and grab one of those 50-cent rolls.
I'm a
You gotta-
custodian. I bring it home.
You got to buy something for it going in and buy something for it coming out.
Oh, human life.
Yes, exactly.
And I'll be right back. My rabbit's being a bad bunny.
All right.
So I guess we should probably get started when she gets back. Do we have someone in queue, Mad?
Yeah, we do. We still have that.
Okay, cool.
I think, was it Robert or Travis that sent us that one? Long one.
Shoot, I don't remember who sent us that one. I think it was Robert who sent it to us. Well, he's in the chat, so.
So yeah, then it was Robert because Travis said not me.
Okay. Yeah, because Zabora sent us one, and whoops, why is this? My mouse is acting up weird. And who was the other one?
Robert, I think
It was Robert.
I'm looking at my messages right now myself.
Yeah, Robert sent it to us. Yeah.
And then
The
Dorian
message.
sent us one as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I see when we got Robert, Zabora, and then Dorian sent us one. So we should probably do it in order. And thank you, Robert. Us Baldies got to stick together.
I found it. This is gonna piss me off.
Don't tell me you're having problems now.
I'm starting to.
Sorry
So
about that.
that's all right. So Loki's hosting tonight, but she was having problems with her external mic. So Mad's going to be playing the videos for us.
I tried, everyone, I swear.
That's all right. It happens. Don't worry about it.
And also my rabbit decided to try to eat the outside of their cage cover again.
Are they trying to eat it, or are they just like shaving their teeth down?
Well, it's a sheet that I have up around so that when she decides to dig and kick everything out, it catches it. She was trying to pull the fabric in because she's mad at me.
Okay. Do rabbits' teeth always grow, or do they stop at some point?
They grow, but that's why you get them chewing blocks or like the little chewing toys that hang down like they're wood or have pine cones or other things on them. Because they will chew on that and it will grind their teeth down. They will also chew on the bars of their cages. They will also chew on anything they can chew on. Mm-hmm. Luckily, my rabbits do not chew on cords.
Yes.
They're smart. They know what happens when you go through a cord. You get electrocuted.
Right. Yeah, because it could be what your rabbit is doing is just filing down its teeth. I know that rats, their teeth always grow, so they're always like constantly having to chew on something, usually something hard, to get them filed down.
Well, I think she also is annoyed by the fact that the sheet's up there and she can't kick stuff out, and she's still mad at me for trying to give her a flea bath, which. Okay. My arm is stunning proof of how that was not a good idea. She gets to go to the vet and get a flea treatment now, and she doesn't like that either. I swear, if you get a French loaf, realize those bunnies are assholes.
Yeah, I don't have a rabbit. No desire to.
Well, Cosmosis is a sweetheart. He loves the bath. He was playing in it, splashing around like a 5-year-old. By the way, hi people in the chat. But he enjoys bath time. He enjoys being all scrubbed down and sudsy and rolling around in the water. That's like his favorite time of the week. Mm-hmm. Bella is like, no, I will eat your soul. She's worse than a cat.
Oh. Oops, I spelled his name wrong. I went Tigravis.
Tigravis. That's actually...
Changing his name to Gravis. It's the old Scots Gaelic spelling of it. To Gravis.
Oh. Oh, I still do not. So we almost went home with the puppy from the pet store today. They just got husky puppies, and Soren was like, but it needs to come home with me. It needs to come home.
Loki, you'll probably have to focus on Mad.
Okay.
Yeah. You might have to focus on me. I don't know if...
Yeah, she got you focused. Mad's presenting.
People in the chat see my screen right now. I know you two can. You see snail mail? Yeah, pretty much. That's what my computer's called, snail mail. Okay.
Are they seeing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I present to everyone on my screen.
Okay. Yeah.
So I will be on. Yeah, I will be on mute because my rabbit likes to kick.
Nope. Let me disable my thing. There we go. She's not in frame. It's driving me nuts.
Let's
The camera's
talk
too
about this
high.
for the next 20 minutes.
I know she's not in frame. The camera's too high. It's driving me nuts.
What in the hell is on her neck?
That's her chastity belt for hickeys.
Oh, makes sense.
She don't want no satanic hickeys happening to her.
The devil kisses that way. You know it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does.
Satan kisses.
Satan kisses.
That just sounds creepy coming from you, Mad.
Satan kisses.
I'm Satan. I'm going to kiss y'all over.
Okay, I can breathe
We
again.
apologize ahead of time for all the people we're going to offend tonight.
I apologize for
They're
nothing.
apologizing for themselves. I'm not part of that apology.
I ain't apologizing for nothing. If I
All
offend
right.
you, then no, your own doing.
All right, then it's just me.
Exactly.
Liloke is the only nice one here.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
5 different subcategories to this study. The first one is the death. The second one is the linguistic and definitions according to King James Bible. And according to the craft's own sources, because the Lord has shown me a lot of interesting information about witchcraft and Wicca as a whole. Lastly, we're going to look at this from 1828 dictionary.
Hey, Mad.
Okay?
Mad.
What's up?
Do you have a way that you can lower the resolution down to like the minimum so we can at least hear it? Because it's really choppy. Or at least on my end it is. Oh, you have it at 144. Shoot. Okay.
Let me try turning it up because she's even cutting in and out on my end too,
Oh, okay.
like straight from the TV. So that's probably what it is.
All right.
So headphone wearers, especially earbuds, if it goes in your ear, you're probably going to be hurting. Just forewarning.
The study is going to be on the historical facts of witchcraft or any of the other variation names of this study. The fourth thing we're going
Getting complaints that it's skipping.
Well, it's just choppy, that's all.
to look at is we're going to and its various tentacles within the world and what society deems as normal. You're going to see how this all fits together. It's interesting. And the last subtitle.
Okay. I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Since this is just her, and yeah, I'm actually looking at it myself. It is really choppy. I'm going to just play, if that's cool,
You're just going to play what?
the audio.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think we have to see her.
Yeah, because she is really, really, really choppy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that I mean, if it's just the audio, that might be better. Yeah, that's fine. We can. Yeah, definitely, we can try that.
Alrighty.
I don't think she's going to be doing much anyhow.
Besides drawing a stick figure of the devil on the chalkboard.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
I think we can do that
Unfocused.
in our own mind.
I think you can unfocus me now.
Okay. Come on. Clicky there.
I think all you have to do really is. There you go. Never mind.
I had to hit stop presenting on him.
Gotcha.
All right, yeah. Okay, so everyone's going up. All right. So she hasn't said much yet. So if you think you missed something, you didn't.
She's just saying something about God taught her how to know about witchcraft.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the gist.
That was nice of him.
Yeah. He's like, here's a book. This is all what witches do. Now you have to tell everyone it's evil.
I'm still trying to figure out why they say witchcraft is of Satan. I haven't found it in the Bible yet. I'm still looking.
Yeah.
It doesn't say it. I mean, they interpret it that way, but it doesn't say it.
They interpret a lot of things badly.
Mm-hmm.
Or I should say, I'm going to present is questions for currently practicing witches.
Yay.
And
Is that better?
Yes, much better. And I'm hoping there's going to be a quiz afterwards.
Pew, pew.
Teacher, pick me.
Well, I just love hearing all these people tell us about our beliefs and our religions. It's like, oh, really? That's what we believe. That's what it is. Thank you so much.
I did not know that about my.
Yeah, telling us about our own beliefs.
We should do that with the Christians. This is what you really believe.
Yeah, you think you're worshiping God, but you're not. You're worshiping a 2,000-year-old zombie.
Yeah, but remember, in the immortal words of "She who shall not be named," that means we're picking on them. So we have to be better, and we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but she's also insane.
Yeah,
So
us, we can do it right back. Damn it! Not like every Christian believes that way, at least.
Right.
your own term for a non-witch, because my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ saved me from my sins, and therefore I'm not a witch. Me a lot on this topic. And I'm going to show you, lastly, after a few questions for you,
that she wasn't a practicing witch, but her God shown her a lot of stuff about witchcraft.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes her an expert.
Yep. She's got a doctorate in Wicca.
Doctorate in Wicca. She
She's
studied
Bill
under
Schnoblin's daughter.
Exactly. I was going to say that. I was going to say that. She studied under Bill Schnoblin.
I'm going to tell you how to get out of the system permanently. I'm going to give you and show you your ticket out of the system if you want out. If you truly want out, I will show you that.
So
What
like prison.
I know. What do they think? They think that all of the people who are involved in Wicca are somehow like locked into it. It's like you can't escape. Like you try to get out, and we're gonna call you in the middle of the night. Like, yeah, we know you're trying to leave Wicca. You better not do that. If you want to see your kids again, click. It's like, come
We'll
on.
find you.
People come in and out
Or
of
a
Wicca
mafia
all the
now?
time. People go through pagan.
First
religions
we're drug
find you.
dealers.
Huh?
First we're drug dealers, and then and now we're the mafia. What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm not running around with this jacket going, "Hey kid, okay, come here." It's some
Wanna buy a
good
watch?
shit, man.
Hey, want to buy a wand?
Come on,
I
I
got
got
a
like-
wand for you.
I I got pentacle. I got an Odin symbol. I got ravens. I got runes. I got tarot cards. Yeah,
Are you really
those are
exactly?
shit.
I know what you like. You like tarot cards, don't you, kid? Come here. I got you tarot cards.
I broomstick for you. Oh yeah.
People try to leave Wicca, and they wake up in the middle of the night and they pull the covers away. There's like a broken crucifix there.
Or there's a broom.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh,
a broken broom. The head off a broom. Oh no.
I'm doomed.
They have to call the FBI and go to a witness protection program.
The Wiccans are gonna get me. The Wiccans are gonna get me. Notice how she's saying Wiccans and nothing to do with witches. So I'm in the clear. Apparently, I'm not a drug dealer, but you are, Ly Logan.
Yep.
You're the mafia. We knew it.
No. It says a message to all New Agers, Wiccans, occultists, witches, magicians, Freemasons, etc.
Just
damn it.
Everybody. Just etc.
Under the bus.
Not Christian. You have to listen to this. That's pretty much what she's saying.
Etc. Everybody.
Oh.
All right, let's get on with it.
Yep.
If you're already objecting at this point to the study, let me remind you of a couple things. You're either one, practicing witch or warlock, because that's the male term for witch.
Nope.
Or two.
Where is our buzzer? We need that fucking buzzer.
Oh, that's right.
Fuck, we do.
Right, we need it. YouTube needs to install just for
We
us.
need a bullshit button. That is it.
do need
I'm
a
going to
bullshit
go.
button.
I'm going to go to Spencer's when I get paid and see if they have a bullshit button
Oh.
and buy it just so I can smack it. Because what the hell? I don't know any male witches that call themselves warlocks, unless you're Bill Schnoblin.
Well, I know Christian Day calls himself a warlock, but I mean, I'm sure there's some people who use it, but it's not like everybody. Male witches are just called witches. They're not warlocks. If they want to call themselves a warlock, they can.
It's like running around calling yourself a wizard.
Yeah, there's people who do that too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Engineered and or under a spell from a witch, and the witch or witches all around the world are currently laughing at you, saying, "We got them. They're under our mind control." So
funny you should say that. I was just mentioning that the other day.
Were we just
All
talking
under
about
mind
global domination through mind control?
Oh, even.
those two things if you're objecting to this. But hear me out, because like the King James Bible says in Proverbs chapter 18, verse 13, it says, "He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him." Okay? So just hear me out. So this part of the study is a definition that is very, very telling from one of the most renowned scholars of this movement,
No.
the religion of witchcraft.
No.
Let's check this out. Margaret Adler says,
Oh. Whew. I thought she was going to say Bill Schnoblin.
You're not the only one. I was scared about that too.
Okay, good. So I wasn't the only one.
She's writing something.
she says that there are Indo-European roots to the word wick, W-I-C. Anything?
There's
Right here, the root word.
What did she say was the root word?
Wick, W-I-C.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's well known.
Hmm.
Hold on. I'm going to increase the quality for myself so I can actually read it out to you guys.
Okay.
Okay, Wick or Wick. W is written in cursive, so to
Yeah. I mean,
bend,
it is. Hmm.
bend or to weave or something like that.
Right. Yeah. I think that that's fairly accurate. But again, I think that's. I haven't really heard anything to absolutely 100% confirm it. But yes, I believe that that is probably the most accurate description of what the term Wick comes from, because the word witch comes from Wicca. That's the origin of the word. So that term comes from Indo-European, and it did mean to bend or to shape. It's also where we get wick, like as in wicker, and also what was the other one? There's another word. I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, that's so far that's correct.
Okay? This is her own words, mind you. The Lord has shown me some of her famous quotes.
Or you just read them from a book.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say, so
gonna
God gave you a book?
God apparently gave you eyes to see. Shit. I mean, come on.
Dude, I mean, I can look at a book and it can tell me stuff. Does that mean God is talking to me? Oh my God, God is talking to me. I'm so special.
I mean, what a ripoff! Like at least like Moses saw a burning bush and all this stuff, and what does she get?
I know.
God just he goes, look here, read this book, figure it out.
No, I know what it was. Bill Schnoebelen walked in and said, I am God. Here, read these books and you will know knowledge of witchcraft.
Right.
By the way, I saw these on my website.
You really.
And either of these, both of these mean for to turn. Very telling. She goes on.
Okay, she said that with a very condescending face. The when she says to bend or to turn, she's like very telling with a very condescending face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
So you apparently don't approve?
Well, what like how is that telling to bend or to turn? You know, how is that telling of the of witchcraft, Wicca, paganism in general?
Well, the idea of somebody who's able to bend and shape, I mean, it makes sense that would be the root word of what a witch is. I mean, it makes sense to me because that's what witches are known to do. They're known to, bend and shape reality. That's like that's what magic is. So it makes sense to me.
Write faster. You couldn't just read this, lady? Seriously?
She has to be all teachy and shit.
Yeah. I'll teach you.
She has really, really long hair.
Mm-hmm.
She likes it.
When you don't. No, I was gonna say when you don't have any sex, there's nothing else better to do. I mean, her whole outfit just screams, sexual repression.
I am not sexually active, even though I'm 40. Oh.
Good Lord, she's still writing?
Keep writing. I'm not even. I'm about to skip this.
Wow.
Writing lady. Okay, she stops.
You see that?
Okay. Yes, we see it.
The words here. A, right here, her very own words, Margaret Adler, would be a woman or a man, male, which is a warlock, according to their own
Did
sources.
she say a whooping?
No, she said woman.
Okay, it sounded like she said a whooping.
She's going to get a whooping.
And give those
You
witches a
talking
whooping.
shit. Again, when I was studying, I always came across warlock to mean an oath breaker.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I really like. I don't take offense to much stuff, but that is, I can understand wizard. I can understand, witch. I call myself a witch. But it's that warlock word. Ugh. That's like,
Real quick, Mad, will you explain to everybody in the chat why there's no video showing? Because they're so concerned about it.
okay, one is just this ugly lady who is very sexually repressed, and she's writing on a chalkboard. I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch that. Besides that, the video was lagging hardcore for everyone, including the rest of the Heathen Haven team. And the audio was a little choppy, so I just decided to take the video down and just play the audio.
Yeah, because otherwise we were just like, it was very annoying to try and watch it.
You want to be able to understand the damn word she's saying, and you guys be much more frustrated. If you need a video, we can always turn on one of the cameras and hold an animal up to it or something, or Logan could just sit there staring into it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could probably turn our cameras back on. I think we could do that.
Probably.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. So then
You can see our beautiful faces.
there you go. I was gonna say our ugly mugs, but for Loki, a beautiful face. For us, an ugly mug.
Aw, thank you.
Aw.
Be blinded by my dome.
Yes.
That's really
Avert your
hot.
eyes, avert your
Holy-
Oh, the reflective dome of Mad.
Wondering what's going on. I am looking at my TV, and it is off to the side here.
That's all right. Yeah.
What the hell, cat?
It's also a legalized religion according to this world's current government system, which is very telling. The art of shaping, bending, and changing.
She's writing really big.
Yes.
She's like underscoring it like 20 fucking times.
In like quotes, bold, underline.
She
Well,
even
Carol-
underlined and. I don't what? Why?
She's hoping if she makes it seem like it's some kind of an educational thing, people will buy it.
And people will go, oh, this is so enlightening. I must show it to my children. Who will probably go, Mom, you're stupid.
For Shanesy, and changing. Let me just give you a few little pointers of how that happens. Experience when I was a lost woman. Christ saved me. You have malnourishment or malnutrition, deprivation, which is a interesting factor all across the world in different forms. And you also have mental.
Right.
You found the button.
Try again.
Drugs, malnutrition, and sleep deprivation. No, I'll tell you why I do drugs, and as in drugs, I mean cigarette and alcohol, tobacco and alcohol.
Do you drink
Technically
coffee?
Drugs. Yes, thank you.
Sweet drugs. You take aspirin?
I do drugs. I'm a drug addict. What are you taking? Coffee.
I don't
now
think,
I can't sleep.
and also I don't think people are aware of how many things that you probably have in your spice cabinet that you could use to get high on if you really wanted to.
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg, yep. Cloves.
Oh. We're trying to inspire the new witch, not have them commit crimes here.
Not how to get high with nutmeg. Yeah, okay, right.
We're not teaching that class yet.
No, that's on our private channels.
Right.
That's my next week's show.
That's our locked video. You got to get a special link to it.
Yes. Next week we'll tell you how to bring the red out in your cheeks using belladonna.
And we'll show you how to get rid of those pesky in-laws with it too.
Was it belladonna or nightshade? I think it was nightshade that people used to use to color their cheeks.
It was
Belladonna.
Nightshade.
Yeah.
It was nightshade. Okay.
Belladonna is also another in the same family as nightshade, but it's just a different name, and it does the exact same thing, but they're both illegal.
Right, yeah, they're both illegal, but I think it was back in the 1600s or 1700s, but women would use it to bring the red out in their cheeks.
Yep. While slowly poisoning themselves.
Yep. Anyhow.
Physical / psychological abuse. Okay? These are all different types of which is shaping and changing reality. And as the Lord has been showing me some very interesting things about my past lost life, I'm seeing some very interesting things line up with this subject. Future studies will show you just what I mean. But let me remind you, before this video, we have already done a study on the basic mind control formula, and just the very basis of this definition from words, it defines the formula. Witchcraft control. Mind control is when you cannot separate the two. So again, if you're saying, and I don't believe you, and you're under a spell by a currently practicing.
That was really loud.
Yeah, I'm actually going to turn off my camera. I'm going to turn off my camera because it's becoming choppy again on my end.
Okay. Yeah. I'll turn off my camera too. But
yeah.
I mean, come on. This whole mind control bullshit, if people were able to actually do mind control, the governments would be doing it. I mean,
I'd be rich.
Exactly. I mean, let's be real. I mean, if there was, they've been trying to do some, like any kind of a truth serum or whatever. I mean, there's a theory or a conspiracy out there that's what LSD was supposed to be. LSD was supposed to have been a truth serum drug. Now, again, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard. But if they had anything, whatever it was, to actually do mind control, they would be using it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm not buying it.
Hell, I'd use mind control all the time. Give me a job.
Get me a raise.
I'm not coming into work tomorrow, but you're still going to pay me.
Exactly.
Yeah, really. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Right?
You will give me a raise. I don't have to come in tomorrow. What are you doing? Why
You
do you
will
keep
pay-
waving your hand?
Testing a theory. You'll ignore everything I just said. Woo, 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 woo.
This is just a dream.
You're
gonna back
watching
away
Star
slowly.
Trek again.
I'm gonna back away slowly. Don't think anything of it.
Oh, my boss would just look at me and go, right, it's Monday. You've already lost your mind. Got it.
That's the way it is. But as we continue, part 2 of the study will go into the linguistic origins.
Didn't she already go into the linguistic origins?
I don't fucking know.
She went into the linguistic origins of Wicca, right?
Imagine.
Is she going into it for every word now?
Probably.
Dear
If it's
Lord.
gonna take that long, we're only 10 minutes in.
I know.
God, I want to strangle this lady.
You're
It's like
not a good
listening-
teacher, lady.
No, it's like listening to my 5th grade math teacher again. And now, class, we'll go over the something
Charlie
about
Brown?
the
Yeah, really.
yeah.
You remember the root word of wick, right?
No.
Well, what we're going to do is simply add the suffix an. ICCA. And this word means to bend, just like Margaret Adler said.
Ooh.
And from here we have words of Wicca, WICCA, which leads to this also leads to
When was this video done?
What is Mad? What is she drawing? So those of us who can't see it know what she's doing.
She's just writing down Wicca, Wiccan, to bend.
Oh, okay, yeah, because Wicca is what's actually pronounced Witcha is the singular male form. Witcha is the singular feminine form, and then Witchin is plural masculine, and then Witchin is plural feminine, and then obviously Witcha is where, I mean, it's the root of witch. It just became just like a single word, and then witches became plural.
Right. All right, so this was made last month.
Wow, she's got a lot of catching up to do.
And she's still using a chalkboard.
And she's dressed like that? Oh my. Okay, guys, you didn't see how she was dressed in the chat? Okay, I would think she's from the early 80s or, okay, late 80s, early 90s, maybe mid 90s, but damn.
Like mom type 90s.
Well, now
Yeah.
you got to show it to people. I mean, you can't just tease them like that. So now we got to show her. For those people who weren't here earlier. Or is that too much trouble?
I'm just growing to be an ass.
All right. So people can get a look at what we're talking about. I mean, she does look like she just got done churning butter. So that's her and her chalkboard. And she's got this big, huge, like thick neck ring. her anti-Satan kisses device. Look at that.
My
how
mom
plain.
dresses better than that.
I mean, there's like not
Like-
a. Go ahead, Loki.
Sorry.
Please go ahead. Talk.
Sorry.
That's all right. No, please go ahead. Talk.
I was about to say my grandmother wore better clothing than that.
She looks so plain, and that a lick of makeup on. It's like, come as you are. Well, she doesn't want to torment the boys in the neighborhood, get them all sexually frustrated.
There you go. Some high definition for you.
Oh God, she looks scarier.
Keep her in low def, please.
Sad when you look better in low def.
She's got a face for radio.
Whew. I know I ain't looking, but damn, woman.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't. Well, I mean, she's actually an attractive woman. We shouldn't be ragging on her looks. She's just a little uptight. That's all.
And I do. There's a bonus.
She just needs her wheels greased a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Alrighty.
There you go.
Alrighty. There. So now the group knows, now the chat knows what she looks like in high definition. Don't have any nightmares.
Religion as of today.
Yeah.
How about
Skipped ahead
that?
a little too far.
You have the root words of Wicca, WICCA, which leads to this also leads to interesting a legalized religion as of today. How about that? You have word.
What's wrong with witchcraft's paganism in general being a legalized, recognized religion?
Well, because it's of Satan. That's why.
They need
I
to
mean,
get their hand on Satan's ass.
I mean, there was actually a big fight to have Wicca become a recognized religion, because originally it wasn't, and especially the Church of Wicca was very involved in that. I think Selena Fox was too, and that was mainly just to get rights to military personnel and also people who are in jail, and also to get certain protections like I think it's the 14th Amendment or 7th. I think it's the 14th Amendment. But yeah, there were certain legal things that came with Wicca being recognized as a religion, and it also opened up the way for other pagan paths to become legalized, like Druidry to be recognized. But I mean, the truth of the matter is, any religious belief should be recognized under the First Amendment.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I mean, there was a battle for that. Then there was also the battle in the military to military personnel be recognized, have the Wiccan symbol be used as an alternate to be put on their tombstone when they were killed in battle, besides just the Christian symbol, the Sikh symbol, the Muslim symbol, the Star of David, and all the other ones that were already legally recognized. But Selena Fox, Circle Sanctuary, and the widow wife of what's his name? Patrick Stewart, and I forgot her first name, really fought to have that done. So that man who died, and I think he won a medal. I can't remember exactly when, but he was shot down over Afghanistan, and he finally got the Wiccan symbol, the star pentacle, put on his gravestone in Arlington Cemetery.
That's good. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Means
your cursive is horrible, lady.
interesting.
Whoa, wait.
Whoa.
She
What's
didn't
going
read
on?
out this word. She didn't read out this word.
Well, now it's kind of frustrating to have no
Yeah.
video.
I can't even read it. It's what? WILKE? What the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the root of wick. I think it's WEIK. It's the it's the Proto-Indo-European root. So, for example, if you went into Google and you put in the etymology of the term witch, let me see, it should come up. Etymology witchcraft. Okay, so let me see. I'll scroll down. Of certain origin. I'm trying to find it. Sorry. No, that's not it. Etymology of the term witch. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's KKE. I just went to high definition.
What is it?
WIKKE.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of something else then.
So, yeah, she's just going through. WIKKE means bad or wicked.
No, that's Low German for to use witchcraft or soothsayer.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, because if anybody's interested, if you go into Google and you type in etymology of the term witch, it'll come up and it'll kind of explain. But the feminine Old English word Wicca means sorcerer, or wizard, man who practices witchcraft or magic, from the verb witchian, to practice witchcraft. It's Low German Wiccan to use witchcraft. I mean, so that's what the term Wicca is. It basically means witchcraft. It's the same word. And let me see, what does it come from? I don't know exactly what time period. It's Low German, so 1400s.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, 1100. I'm seeing. Wicca renders Latin augur 1100. Wicca stands for Pythonus Divinacium in the Three Kings of Cologne 1400. In the glossary translates to Latin necromantia with Galdra witchcraft, Wiccecraeft. Anglo-Saxon poem called Men's Crafts as witchcraft, which appears to be the same word and by its context means skill with horses. I don't know. So anyhow, people can look up. It's that information's online. People can look it up.
Wicca.
She's spending an awful lot of time on a very simple
Yeah.
thing that could be explained in like 2 seconds. Maybe she's a frustrated school teacher. Didn't quite make the grade to become a school teacher. So she's like,
Or she's hoping everybody's taking notes like good little kids.
right, exactly. There'll be a test later. So all of you in the
Don't
chat,
forget to
take
get this
notes.
down.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yes,
I mean,
Johnny.
seriously, it's not that hard nowadays to edit. It really isn't, or even to do a PowerPoint.
Exactly. That's what she should be doing. And then she could be using the PowerPoint slides for the video.
Yeah, and if it was only put up a month ago, apparently she doesn't know how to work her computer very well.
Yeah.
Or a camera.
Makes you wonder
Or
how
anything.
yeah, really makes you wonder how she got the video up on YouTube. What kind of witchcraft is that?
Computers are Satan. I think we're more making fun of her lack of knowledge of computers and video than we are of what she's saying, because what she's saying isn't incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
It's how she's saying it that's
No, I mean, come on, let's be honest. No, we're completely attacking her. I mean, I'll admit it. I'm completely attacking her. I made fun of the way she dresses, the way she looks, the way she acts. I mean, yeah. And I'm fully consciously aware that I'm attacking her.
Oh man, I'm wondering the fact that a lot of her stuff that she's pulling about the language is from the internet.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you don't have to write it on a chalkboard. We're not 5-year-olds. We can look it up on Google, but at the same time, some of it is basic knowledge, and some of it is BS from a book that's full of BS. And
probably written by BS.
What
Exactly.
part is that though? But what part is that?
anything that God tells her.
Oh, you're talking about the part. Okay, yeah, the part before in the Bible. Yeah, but yeah, I mean this.
Yeah, before the whole language.
Yeah, but I mean the etymology of the term witch or Wicca. She could have done that in like 5 seconds. Just wrote it up on the board. She didn't have to like. I mean, she's still on this thing.
Yeah, she's still writing. It in a very bad cursive. Like this cursive is close to my little brother's when he was first starting to write cursive.
I write horribly, and I could probably write better than she can.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't doubt it. Honestly, right now, I will believe anything.
And also, if you're doing a presentation on a chalkboard to people, you'd want to write it clearly.
Exactly. Kick and scratch like I do, not this horrible cursive.
Use block letters. We're stupid. They don't teach cursive anymore. They don't, which is sad.
Yeah.
I should have edited this video and just like chopped out all the parts where she was writing.
It'd probably turn out to be like a 5-minute video.
Yeah, probably would.
Only my YouTube downloader was working.
See how they all relate?
Okay, so it said Wicca, A, not an E, is wizened or wicked one, Old English. That's the new one she wrote down.
I don't know.
Shaping? Changing reality? You know, initially bad, wicked, wizard? Or wicked one?
Sorry, I forgot to put.
And I don't think that Wicca, even the Old English Wicca, actually is the etymology of the term wizard. I don't think that's correct. Let me see. It's one of the proposed etymologies of the word. Was wig, or wigzaz, necromancer, Proto-Indo-European. So I mean, it's an old word. So they go back and they don't know exactly where the origin of it came from, because at a certain point it just kind of like, you know, people just were using the word to describe whatever. So there's no real record of it.
Kind of like how Nazis being used today.
No, I mean it's more of like trying to find the root of like some word that's just been. They can go back to a certain point, but after that, there's no record of it anymore. It's just how it has evolved, and then from that point, linguists have to go, okay, well, is there a French word that's similar to it, or a Germanic word, or or Latin word? And usually they can find some words like it has a Latin root or a Greek root or something like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Supposedly today, witches are labeled as good. Now let's see what.
She has to erase it so she can write more on it.
Your King James Bible. Let's see what that dictionary say about this. And but before we do that, translations in various languages of the word witch or Wicca.
Nope, I'm done. I can't stand watching this chick write more. Like I'm saving you guys so much agony.
That's all right, because I mean we can't really see it anyway. So
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that get me is the fact that she just said that only nowadays are witches considered good. I thought we were always good.
No, I mean back in the 13th to 16th century, it was very bad to be called a witch. People were hung and burned for being accused of practicing witchcraft. Witch was a very bad word. That's why I don't think anybody before the middle of the 1800s called themselves a witch. I mean, you wouldn't want to be known as a witch back then. Everyone was
True.
Christian. You didn't want to be called. You didn't want to be called anything. You were a God-fearing person, and that's it. You were not a witch. You were not a pagan. You were not a Muslim. You were not a Jew. You were a good Christian person, and that's it. And if your neighbors accused you of witchcraft, like before, between the 13th and 16th century, you hopefully defended yourself or did something, because otherwise they were going to torture you and get a confession out of you and then burn you at the stake or hang you.
That's when you just accuse your neighbor. It's like, oh no, I'm not a witch. They are.
You had to, because you could not be a witch alone. So yes, you did. You had to confess. You had to say, who else did you fly to the Sabbath with? And you had to name people. So yeah, you did have to name people.
Yep, it was my neighbor Steve and his wife.
They put a spell on me. They made me do it.
Yep, exactly. Yep, wasn't my fault.
They made me do witchcraft. They made me poison their crops.
Yeah.
They totally made me drink that alcohol that made me do those weird things in the middle of town square.
Well, it's interesting if you read the Malefice. I don't know how to pronounce the Malefice Macarium, but some of the things that people were accused of were like making kings impotent, making men impotent, making men lustful was a crime of witchcraft. Turning milk sour, people were accused of that. Accused of selling, knots tied with winds in it for money. There are all kinds of weird things that people were accused of doing. But I always thought it was like, it's funny how women could be accused, like witches could be accused of arousing men or making them impotent. It's like you couldn't win either way.
Do you want them horny or do you want them what do you want from me? You're confusing me. Do you want it up? Do you want it down? Do you want it in between? What?
You get them aroused, but they can't. You get them aroused, but they can't do anything about it.
Or if you have 13 children, number 13 is the devil, and you have to kill it. Oh, there were so many horrible superstitions back then.
I've heard superstitions about the 7th son, but not the 13th child. I don't know. I mean, I think if you had 13 kids, that's pretty amazing.
That's kind of what my grandma did. 13
kids? When did she live? Did she live in the 1600s?
No.
Your grandmother's not that old.
No, she's dead already. She would have been 90.
She had access to health care and medical coverage, and okay,
health care, maybe not coverage, but
anyhow, during the 13th and 16th century, having 13 kids would be pretty amazing.
It'd be like, are you a baby cannon?
Yeah.
I could see if a guy had like a bunch of wives, then yeah, I can easily see 13 kids from him. But if a woman had 13 kids, dear Lord.
Yep.
No one was getting at was that back then you couldn't be able to even have two, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you were lucky if, first of all, you brought a child to term. If you brought a child to term and lived through it, that was good. And then if that child survived like infancy, that was amazing. And then if they survived infancy and got into their, early teens, well, good. Now you got another person to help you on the farm. But even so, I forget what the mortality rate was, but I mean, like, I think most people died around the age of 30. I mean, you really didn't live too long.
No, you didn't. One thing that Deborah said why I got the number 13 is because of the Legend of the Jersey Devil.
Mm.
This woman's 13th child was the Jersey Devil.
Oh,
But
okay.
like Moat said, 13 kids, she must have been torn from her A to her V.
From her audio to her visual?
Yeah, I know. Shit.
Moat,
That's a horrible tear.
Moat, could you? We don't quite understand what you're talking about. You're talking about audio visual, or
That's
could you
about
elaborate?
3 for me.
So what's the story about the Jersey Devil? Because I've heard it before, but I don't know much about it.
I don't remember her name. I'd have to look up the exact details. But
Okay.
the 13th, they had 12 kids, and then she gave birth to the 13th child, and it turned out to she was cursed. I believed it was. I have to double check my facts, but I know
That's okay.
somebody had cursed her,
Okay.
and her 13th child was the devil, and she had it, and it pretty much escaped and became the Jersey Devil. So anytime the Jersey Devil's seen in New Jersey, obviously, something's going to go on or bad luck happens, and more than one person who are quote unquote credible have seen it.
Mm-hmm. And what time
And,
period are we talking about?
Oh,
Do you know what time period it is?
I know there's still plantations.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
she
Okay.
cursed herself. She cursed herself. Thank you, Zabora.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I'd have to.
Well, no, that's okay. I was just curious what you knew about it. That's all. Because I've heard it before. I mean, I'd have to do. I could do some research on it too myself. But I was just curious of maybe whatever you knew about it, because I've heard it before.
Yeah, I've heard it so many times, and I've heard at least 2 different stories of it.
Right.
One
The
where
way
she
most
was
tales
cursed.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah, one where she was cursed, and one where, like Zabor said, she cursed herself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those, depending on who passes it down, where you get it from, what source says. It was the 1700s. Thank you, Zabora. You
Okay.
are a wealth of information, regardless of you being drunk. I've been watching this chat and dying. I love you guys.
All right, 1700s. Okay, interesting. Yeah, because I'll have to find out more about that. It's interesting.
Oh.
So, all right, well, cool.
Oh.
So, I guess we'll and I'll be hosting next week, and then we'll pick it up from there. Well,
Yeah,
what time did we?
Sorry.
12:23.
About 12:23. Okay, we got 12 minutes into it. That's pretty good.
We're making a bunch of jokes about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're horrible people some nights.
Yeah, I mean, when I started out doing this, I didn't want to attack people. I just wanted to attack the arguments. But then after a while, I just got so frustrated with the arguments. It's like, I don't mind taking pot shots anymore. I've given up on trying to take the high ground.
Sometimes you're fighting the exact same argument over and over and over that you're like, okay, I'm beating a dead horse. Screw it, I'm going to make fun of this person because they're obviously not smart enough to make a video out of their own original idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's no longer beating a dead horse. It's like burning. It's like beating the decayed bones of a dead horse.
We brought it back to life, killed it, brought it back, beat it some more to death. They kept,
and then it just lay there and rotted, and all the skin and everything rotted away. And there's nothing but the bones there, and we're beating the bones.
Buzzers have been long gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
There really isn't much to talk about when it comes to the against any form of paganism. There isn't anything we haven't already said.
Yeah.
And it's getting repetitive. Same with my channel. That's why I haven't uploaded much lately is because it's repetitive. It's the same thing over and over again, just worded differently.
About what?
About the social political side that white people are racist, black people can't be racist.
Well,
that whole bullshit.
Yeah.
Men earn more.
Yeah, but I think that has more of a social impact on us than like this stuff, because I mean that stuff that's pervasive, and it just gets into our culture, and it just becomes after a certain point you don't question it anymore. You just assume that's a fact. You just assume that's just the way it is, and I think it's destructive, because if black people or Asian people or anybody was being treated this way, people would flip the fuck out. You would have the NAACP, you would have lawyers suing people. You would never be able to treat someone like that. But because it's, European Americans or Caucasian Americans or white people, or whatever you want to call them, it's okay. And that I think I think it's incredibly offensive, because no one should be treated that way. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your skin tone is. You should not be treated that way. So,
It's almost nowadays, if you're white, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad, because you don't have anyone. I know this sounds horrible, and I don't mean for it to sound horrible, but it's everybody else have somebody to protect them. If you're white, you don't get anything to protect you because you're white, so you're privileged, so you have everything. It's like, obviously I don't if I can't say my fucking mind.
Right. Yeah, but exactly. But I mean, that's where the social aspect comes from. I mean, let's look at it from another point of view. Let's say you're walking down the street and you see this guy being beat up by 3 guys. Okay. And, you're probably going to want to intervene. You're probably going to want to pull him off and say, hey, don't beat up that guy. What are you doing? But it's like, so then you're walking down the street and you see this guy being beaten up. You look at him, you go, and you look at the skin color of them, and you say, oh, that's okay. I'll just let them. He probably deserves it. That's how it is today. That's how it is. I mean, you can throw in privilege. You can throw in this. You can do this. No, the truth of the matter is, you're watching somebody get beat up, and you're judging who's being beaten up solely upon skin color, and that is. I mean, that's the epitome of racism. It's offensive, I could never do that.
Jim Crow, anyone?
Yeah, really?
I mean, it's kind of like a video that I actually saw on Facebook today that kind of irritated me. I was upset by it, but it had to do with a group of black men jumped another black guy who was selling his stuff at a table where he always does every day, and put him in a coma.
Wow.
And people were yelling, this is why we need Black Lives Matter. It's like, okay, it's black on black crime for one. And the other thing is, people were yelling, why didn't people step in and do something? Why are they recording it? Well, it's a group mentality thing. If you see somebody getting beat up on the street, most people will just go, oh, somebody else is here. They'll jump in. Or it's not my way to stand in. Or
yeah. Most of the time. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Are you done?
Oh, it's fine.
I was just going to say.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry. I was just going to say, I think that most people, when they see stuff like that, they don't get involved in it. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, if I was around where I live, I saw somebody getting into a fight, I'm probably not going to intervene. But, it's but that's more for my own safety, because I don't know, first of all, what was going on, and also, chances are his buddy might jump in, or he has a knife or a gun or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like this. I don't like the whole mentality of
Blame the bystanders for doing nothing.
Well, yeah, they are partially to blame. I mean, like, if I'm standing there and I'm watching somebody get beaten up, yeah, I mean, I'm partially to be blamed for it. But I mean, I can't like blame somebody else for that. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the way to describe it. But people are saying, "Oh, this is why we need Black Lives Matter." It's like, yeah, but that movement it's going in a direction to try and protect Black people from crimes of police brutality. It doesn't have anything to do with inner city crime, which is what you're actually trying to address, because they don't address that. They ignore it.
They don't address it, and somebody's like, well, what about the guy recording? He could have done something. Actually, the person recording it got the best shot of these little gangbangers' faces, and 3 of them have already been arrested because of the video itself.
Yeah.
So the video actually helped in this case.
Should at least be somebody
Guys,
live in a technological age. So there's cameras all over the place, and that's what a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah.
Or it's just not clicking in their head is there's a camera. Like it's not the government, it's not the police, it's it's the guy down the street, it's the girl talking to her little friends. Those are the cameras.
it's a pretty little thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's actually a good thing that nowadays people have cameras. I mean, like, think about what happened with the Antifa and the Freedom Rally that happened in Berkeley.
Yeah.
There was all these various camera angles. So, like, for example, remember the lady with the dreadlocks? People have been calling her Moldy Locks, but she got punched by that guy Richard Spencer. And people were like outraged. You're like, oh my, how can he hit her? It's like, And then there was another angle where you see her, it's actually from behind, and she has a wine bottle. She had been throwing a wine bottle at somebody, and she was going to throw a wine bottle again. And she had like something wrapped around her hands, like some kind of a metal thing in a leather glove. So, I mean, she was there looking for a fight. So it's like if you just took that one little angle where you saw her getting hit by Spencer without any context, yeah, it looks horrible because, well, actually it doesn't look horrible because women are perfectly capable of defending themselves and fighting. That's just equality. But anyhow, so he was hitting her and people were upset by that, but you get another angle, somebody else had footage, and you see another aspect of it. I think that's actually good.
Yeah. And I mean, all the things that have been going on, I mean, in, like Zabora brought up in Portland, the riots on May 1st, which annoyed me and also held up a lot of traffic and caused a lot of bullshit that shouldn't have been caused. But the thing is as long as we have angles to see what's going on, as long as we can find who started this stuff and shut it down quickly, cameras are our best friend right now. And sometimes that's the only way that you can prove anything nowadays. We're looking into buying a driving cam for the front and back of the car because of half the shit that goes on and just driving to work and how people are idiots on the road.
Yeah. And also, if you ever get into an accident, you have record of it. Yeah. And I mean, that's one of the things I was really excited about, police cams. Police have a camera on their outfits now. Well, I mean, not all police departments, but I know here in San Francisco, they have police cameras. They've had them for a while, but it records it. It records the whole thing, records the interaction, records the police officer, records the person who's being stopped or whatever it is. It's all recorded so that when they go into court, they can say, "Here, Your Honor, I did this." And either the police stepped over their bounds and acted in the way that they should not have done, or they were actually attacked by the individual. Because I'm so sick of this. There's maybe 1% of people who are absolutely innocent out there who are getting arrested. 99.9% of the people out there are fucking assholes who deserve to be arrested. Why do I know this? Because I fucking live with them.
The police in
that people
Vancouver
should do.
have to have them. Sorry.
What was that? What'd you say?
Should also do is whether or not your county police or city police or whatever has body cams, you also have the right to record them as well. I don't know state to state.
Right.
Check it out. Some states require you to notify the police officer that you are recording. Other states, like my own, I don't have to. I can just whip out my phone, as long as I'm not, being aggressive with it,
Right. Right.
I can record, and if they ask if I'm recording, I'll be like, yes, I am recording for my own safety.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfectly legal. We're white. We don't have to worry about it because we're privileged.
I don't know.
Oh.
I've known some people who've had some pretty rough run-ins with the police, so that's not exactly true. It really depends upon the police officer. Some police officers are experienced; they know how to deal with situations, and then there's some who are just little cocky assholes who want to fucking, push their authority around. So it really depends on the police officer. It really has less to do with the person being stopped, but
It is normally the police officer, but on some of the cases that I've seen, I hate watching videos of people saying, "Oh, this cop did this, da da da," and then you show them a video of somebody pulling up and shooting a cop for no reason, and they just go, "Ha, that cop deserved it." It's like, you don't know that. You don't know who that cop is. You don't know what he does. Just because he wears the title of a police officer or highway patrolman doesn't mean he deserves to be shot. Someone, yeah, he deserves it, but I hate how some people will take one thing and then turn it into, that's a standing against a man. You just killed somebody's dad. I hope you're proud.
yeah,
Kind of moment.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's sad. I mean, some of the events that have unfolded lately, a lot of the police officers have been targeted, and that's unfortunate. But I think one of the reasons why it's okay to target them is because, again, it's like it's justified. There's, they'll excuse it, they'll make apologies for it, they will somehow justify the actions of it. And that's the thing that's the thing that kind of frightens me. And it's kind of like other stuff that happens. It's like it's justified, and it's not justified. Even if a police officer is being an asshole, it's not justified.
I can be an asshole on a daily basis. I am a smart ass to people at work sometimes, and they don't even catch it because it's too early in the morning for them to fucking think. So I just feel bad for people who are stuck in a job or position to where no matter which way they look at it, including the poor people who have to call for bills or be the people you call because you think something's wrong on your phone and it's not, and they take so much shit. As a race, humans are assholes to each other. I mean, I will fully admit,
especially here in the West,
yep.
We are extremely entitled. We have all this stuff. We're lazy. All we do is sit on our fucking phones now. That's
yeah.
And it's sad.
It is. I will admit, if I'm talking to somebody about my bill not being the way that it was originally supposed to be because they added something they weren't supposed to, or something's wrong, I will apologize like 50 times to the person on the other end going, this is not your doing, this is their doing or the computer's doing. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the situation. I'm sorry if I sound pissy. I will apologize to the person I'm talking to if they're actually trying to help.
Yeah.
But I have had people who are just, God, I thought I was an asshole.
Did you try turning it on and off again?
Yeah, really.
I mean,
All right.
ooh.
All right. I think I yeah. Hey, so I'm gonna take off because it's already 9. But
Yeah.
so yeah, so next week I'll be hosting, and we'll pick it up from this point, and hopefully maybe what I'll do is try downloading it and see if maybe that's better. And
Okay.
we'll see what happens. But yeah, exactly. So we can see her what she's writing, see how uptight she is when she writes. All right, thanks all. Have a good night.
All right, good
See
night,
you later.
everyone. Blessed be.
Blessed be everyone.